Alexis, I know a lot of defense attorneys do not like the RICO statute, the racketeering statute, and they don't like the way it's been used and applied here. You said earlier you see the RICO, so you see it here. Do you think that the defense is making some good points, though, in their argument as they try to, from what we're hearing? I mean, I know it's hard without a transcript and a live feed, but they're saying basically these women are not sex trafficking victims. They're people who had access to grind. They're jealous. They're upset about young Miami getting more attention, and she doesn't have to do more all these freak offs, things of that nature.
Well, first, I agree with everything Mauricio said. I mean, the RICO statute was made, it was basically made to go after the mob and make it
Right.
easy for the government. So they have a very, if you've been charged with RICO, on top of the fact that it's a federal case and their conviction rate of 99% goes up even more. So, but that being said, I think that the defense is doing, like was said before, the best they could do. They are trying to convince the jury that, first of all, there's no RICO. All this is that we have a domestic dispute. And yeah, he was a horrible boyfriend and he's playing women and he treated them horribly. However, it is just a domestic relationship and that does not rise to RICO. And I think that's the only real defense that they have. And don't forget, the defense attorneys are very good attorneys. And Mark, I think if everybody remembers, actually ended up getting Michael Jackson acquitted. So, he knows that you have to go after and attack the evidence, meaning the witnesses that have come on and said, no, you were a jealous person, that you also had a temper, that you were part of this. And then we had a horribly toxic relationship, but this wasn't RICO. I wasn't trafficking you. I wasn't drugging you, that you knew what you were doing. You were a shrewd person as well, that I didn't groom you into doing this. Because then one of the things that the prosecution needs to, really hammer in is that groomers tend to talk very nicely to the people that they're grooming. They tend to create that relationship where the victims a lot of times do have feelings and fall in love with the person that's grooming them. So that's not unusual. But I think that their defense is doing really well on closing, from what we've heard, that really hammering it in. This was a toxic relationship between consenting adults.